Okay. Chapter 16. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jowd. Sizzle, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk, we'll be waiting for you. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. And the phone at the other phone line. I'm finally gonna find out all my answers. I better go. Those are seconds that I'm glad that I skipped those. A single telephone line connects me to the other Sizzle, but that single line spreads out like a spiderweb to ensnare the fates of many people. Okay, bud. And I just reached the center of the web. Fucking Windows Movie Maker, clicking it, dragging it like that. Welcome to Yonoa, Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gone rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone, hope you don't mind.
Gosh, never thought you'd check us here, especially so you're that raw image.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation, a submarine, eh?
But how did you find us, my man? Not over the police do. We were here that was going to serve us confounded.
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in the red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Whatever has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch. For plot convenience, I guess. He had no reason to do that, but sure, maybe I'm the stupid one here.
Yeah, Inspector, whatever. I heard he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where's the man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Certainly, man. You can relax. That's not about his shell.
His shell, eh?
His spirit is here. Most likely right about. He's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go.
Bah. There's something our nation needs, Cecil has it. That's all we care about for my man. Not a girl's mother. However, I'm all about Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind a special bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip?
Our Harnation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer, the source of his power.
Well, wonder what was that?
The Tamsic fragment that gives Spirit special powers. And now our zero research is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
Tsk, tsk. What a most struck to mark, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Gerald. Farewell.
What in the world? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Joe, where did he go? Why are you thinking? But now I think I heard an explosion somewhere in any case. Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. What? I better find them and fast. Okay. So you're here, huh? It's Missile. Yes, I think I even remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. Why are you thinking? What with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can. I didn't even bother to ask. Why are you still thinking? Everybody can hear your thoughts, you faggot! God damn! But you do have the powers to swap objects. So let's go find the lady detective and the little lady together. You got it. Oh, you said it. You said you got it. I'm thinking about that. He said you got it. And now I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that. You say you got it. Oh my god. Thinking. Shut up. Telephone is ringing. Well, it's Miss Camilla. I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming at it. I think you called that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to the phone before it stops ringing. You bet. Have Missile swap the baseball with the middle basketball. Move. Swap these two. I think I just heard another explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this. How you're a fucking ghost, Chisel, look. That black hello, it came off the hook. Oh, better answer it fast. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sizzle, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is, she said Lynn. Miss Lynn! We better hurry. Let's go Sizzle. Ew. It's no use, nobody is answering. Being all emo, Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn. Poor Miss Lynn, yeah, why are you still thinking? I'm not reading those anymore, fuck you. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sizzle? No, I'm not reading that. Miss Camilla, and Missy, I'm too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute, Miss, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. Wait, my voice? So so that was you? Wasn't it Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight? Thank you, Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born. Your little doggy. You weren't born, her little doggy. You were born and then be taken away from your family to be put inside of another house. That's what happened to you. Hey, Missile, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a little while? Fucking mistress, that's such bad wording. Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. I don't care. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Oh, Sizzle, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all to saw the next thing I know I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in disappeared off the salon. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We attacked him with the radio transmitter, inspected whatever fired into him with a bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on this boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. So that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. The next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy, it sounds like it's quicker to see for myself. Why the fuck were you thinking that? I don't understand you. Why were you thinking? It's so dumb. Camilla, are you okay? Camilla? Hello Lynn, or is a detective now. It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back, she has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that, this is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me, nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan is filled. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? Well, knowing him, I have expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago, I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? Uh oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Because you don't even know how to read, bro! Of course not, you're not him. She's right, I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to her rescue. It's just too horrible, is it? Anyway, let's bring Ryu back to life again. You didn't have to add the again part. Yes, he did. The fuck? What do you want about? This is like what, the 4th time? 3 times? So again is relevant. Dumb bitch. Words carry meaning, they have definitions, not what you think they mean. Camilla? Alright, wait for possessed. Hi, Camilla. Bro, you can't fucking make walk through, whatever. To point the gun and jump across the course to the ringing phone. Yoink, 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 yoink. Go to the ringing phone, manipulate the wheel above it. It will fall off, knocking the handset down. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that is not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now is your chance to get to the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. She's right, I better check it out. Hello, anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up, why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. Kill yourself. You're not funny. Oh, you Discord users. Oh my god, you said come. Warning, whoever's on the phone, hurry, blah 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 blah. Okay. Just honestly, that there are restless ghosts on board. Sure, bud. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Sure, bud. Who is he calling restless ghost? Well, it's true, neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, It looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means
Shut up, I remember about the rush. He left behind a special bargaining chip here.
bargaining chip. Repetitive bullshit. Jump across the waste basket. Open it to fair click and jump into the ghost world. Okay.
Detective Fleckmar, the miles are lost. The objective has been returned. Now we attach the control room as planned.
Yes, sir. Farewell. Sir. Sizzle, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Chow in it. Don't worry, Lin. I bet Detective Chow can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening.
Before she discover what is lost and comes after me. Do you know I will be his coffin? May it lie buried here in the depths, sir. Forever, forever, that's all.
Takes too long. So that's the cause of the giant explosion, huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo, it's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, right? Haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes ready to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with this thing. This is not good. We have to do something before the torpedo fires. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What, how? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There is still something we can do, I hope. Okay, here goes. that was so unnecessary. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought, but was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. Oh my god, rats don't matter. Rats don't matter. How in the world did it get in there? I think these parts, these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. There's a spinning black thing, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder... Blah, 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 blah. Darn. Operate the joint and the safety device is clamped on. Operate the joint. Great, we dumped the little creature off. Oh, those weights were really heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for the safety lock, right? There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it. You should keep the torpedo from exploding, but there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about it. Uh-oh. Sure. Okay, bud. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine, but it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sizzle, we did it. One moment. Sizzle, we did it? No, I did. Not you. Me. What's the matter? You look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. Oh, he said gaping hole. You're right, I guess. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Am I hearing things? Anyway. I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right. I'm worried about Camilla. Here, bud. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. You can also just say, water coming in. Water coming in. I've got to get them out of here. I'd better go meet up with Lynn. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long, but maybe I can use this movement to help me create a path. Lynn! Camilla, you awake! How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed a gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any water comes in. Sizzle should be along any second. I knew Sizzle would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. Camilla! Miss Camilla! I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. Aw, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. Oh, so you know what? You know how the dogs whimper, but you don't know how to fucking read. Sure, bud. I better get the signal to Lynn that I'm here. How do you even speak, man? Before it's too late. Oh, look at the flashlight. It's Sizzle, he's here. I'm so glad you're here, Sizzle. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. We better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door. I'm afraid the water pressure is too great already and I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? You know what whimper is without water pressure? Ha! This game! I think of it as the force of water holding the door down. What is water? The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way up is up. Exactly. Okay, I got it. Let's look for a pet that goes up. Hey, look, a ladder. I wonder if we can... Blah, 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 blah. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, by the way, yes. I can't swim, neither can Camilla. Don't worry. Any new? Got any other news? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Sure. Got out my heart, then you leave me. You do, Sizzle, thanks. Now waiting on that. Eek. What was that? It looks like water seeping in is the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Sizzle, the flashlight, it doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something? Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cool question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do. Okay. Eek. Eek. How is the child still holding on? What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're lucky or we are dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Why do you think? Stop thinking. Just say it. It's not that difficult. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. You'll still have to go up to the top. Got up my heart. No, stop. Oh well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Sizzle, there you are. How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course. Ah. So that the bottom, large on the bottom, medium is in the middle. Guess that's the medium. That is the small. Go to the pipes. The top pipes will be referred. The top pipes will be referred as A1 left, A2 right, and the bottom ones are B1. The top one. Why would you say A1? Just say top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Like what the fuck, man? A1, A2, B2, B1, B whatever. Okay. La 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 la. Swap A1. B2. Shoot, buddy. And then swap A2 with B1. They look the same size to me. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Swap the sizzle. Put the flashlight at the water, then go over to the starter and manipulate it. What starter? Shaft, pipe, wheel, flashlight. What starter, my guy? Starter. Okay. Well, this is great. You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think with the water is gonna wait for you. I don't think the water's gonna wait for you. You just fucking go. Very convenient. Ouch. No, the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to go through. What? And there's no way to go around it either. I think. Think you could do something? Of course we can. We have to. Why think that? Why not just fucking say that? Operate the starter again. And then ride the gears to the top. Right, the gears to the top, jump to the wheel above Lynn and turn it. I wish I could. Oh, now I can. Weird. Oh, does that look? It looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay. Now keep moving. Ouch. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? No, I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up. Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top. Hey, why are you being so sarcastic? Because I am, I guess. Whoa. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. And okay, is that any way to ask for something? It's no use, I can't budge it, it must be stuck. Oh no. No. This way. Squeezes. And then the other kid is dead. That's funny. All this yapping in the walkthrough is just a summary of the fucking plot, and not one step. It's a walkthrough, not you fucking typing because you wanna feel like you're important. Fuck off. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. They didn't suddenly vanish. You saw them being grabbed. What do you mean? The submarine continues to sink down into the deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep darkness. Wow, you fucking emo. You haven't experienced darkness at all. Yes. I haven't experienced it one bit. I'm gonna continue playing. Chapter 17. The unopened submarine continues to sink slowly but surely, as long as a long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question: what in the world is this thing? Very convenient. I see you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you are. Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. What about your powers, though? I thought you needed a meteorite. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else could explain all these unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save all of us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Sizzle, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sizzle. Sizzle, my name is a Sizzle. I bet you'll remember it really soon, who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth, or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth.
Are you? Are you really?
The gun is good. It's all over for the submarine. The engine room is destroyed, and there is a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Danzig fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, the meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteor's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. In my case, swapping objects. Exactly, apparently there are individual differences to powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over the past 10 years. At first I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. Is it? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite, its radiation. And that's what it does, dying while you're being exposed to the radiation? On that day, 10 years ago, a fragment of the meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute, is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Aren't the Danzig remnants still there in that park? At the bottom of the crater? You're right, so that must mean I must have died in the presence of a meteorite radiation too. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? Ah, this is also strange and confusing. I can't take it all in, bruh. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing, that's just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate in my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. Wait! My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Well... Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated just the minister and make him issue an execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsik. The Dr. Jao was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector whatever and the junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And it turns out I was one of the targets as well. So they stole my Temsik fragment and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I would have never thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Oh, okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. 10 years later and you've become a detective looking into Zhao's case. Tonight I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. You subconsciously resisted me with such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. Okay, but what about the cat that was in there? The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out, but then something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious Barknet chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. The inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into Zhao's case, they thought you would find out about the Temsik sooner or later. Okay, that still doesn't explain him though. The MC. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down in this deep. They are meant for the submarine to be my coffin, a coffin of the dead. There's no escape. I think I kinda understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in the submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of the endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Sure. Is it true? We're stuck here? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sizzle? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Dempsey fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? How do you know that, B? Don't read! That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do! This will tell us where Detective Joud is. The present from the Inspector in white. That's right, Detective Joud told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in the person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about the torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like a Detective Joud is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Okay. Ugh. A mechanical arm pops up, out. Use it to get to the phone above. Oh, you want me to do it again then? Oh, that's what I needed to do. It didn't say it though. It didn't say that. Go up to the control panel operated, the mechanical pops out. Use it to get to the phone above. It didn't say use it twice or use it again. You I'm not gonna ruin it just because of that. The torpedo room, there might be another torpedo left there, I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it, you're going to use missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram, we just don't want to blow Detective Chow up. But something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room. Oh, you magically know how to do that. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Switch one punch, maybe it's broken. What will happen if to those 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What is it? Will you lend me your strength? Of course I will. Count on it. I can't swap anything yet because he's in the way. You didn't say to move. There we go. To the people will look servable. That's it too. Oh, still have that. Something's odd. What is it? The command room, and looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Right, okay. Hop on, I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. What will happen? That's fucking bullshit then. All this yapping, I don't care about your summary of the story. Already set to the torpedo's course. I'll head towards the command room where Detective Chow is. 12 seconds after launching, it will pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. You still don't know who you are. You still don't know why you disappeared. Why you would disappear at dawn? Like, the hell, man? Sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sizzle. I can't do it either. Oh, I don't give a shit. Just fucking move it along already, man. What? But Miss Lynn, you must You staying here won't change our fate, but if you go with Sizzle, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. But what if something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again, never, never. Don't worry, Miss Camilla. I just know you and no, not reading that. Fuck off. Can't believe that they allowed that. Can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you, calling a straight man that word. Oh, fuck off. That's why I'm never going to accept you fucking goddamn delusionals calling straight men cisgendered. Like, you can kill yourself. I don't give a shit. That never was a thing. It never is going to be a thing. Just because you think of a word does not mean it is going to be a definition for the rest of the goddamn galaxy. So sit the fuck down. Trans people are fucking retarded. They're delusional. Born a man, always a man. Born a woman, always a woman. You can't change that, no matter what you do. Yeah, bitches. We'll see each other then, don't worry. Miss Camilla. That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. Zero development. Sizzle, yes. We never found out who you really were, but that doesn't matter now. All I know is that I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad that I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right? Right, Missile? That's right, we promised, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here it goes then. Good luck, friend. Goodbye. Wee. Wahoo! These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and it's sinking. So I wonder this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sizzle? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. I was Camilla. And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, Yona. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do this to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel? Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Sizzle. That's an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomerian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at recognizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomerian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. Probably money as well. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took the little Lin as a hostage. By the way, Detective Zhao, when was it I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Emil. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about it. But my body noticed my presence, but nobody noticed my presence. What's good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lin described it is exactly right, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair, and I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. Okay. So that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know that it was like what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot, and the second one was the rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life or an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name and identity, and an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me, and finally I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask the national government to help me, and the response in the end was betrayal. The betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own, and they even figured out what Temsik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all of this. Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble to make a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsik meteorite in the park? They couldn't... Huh? After the manipulator incident, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. by Inspector Whatever and the old pigeon guy. At first the government didn't believe the reports, but then they decided to put the park on the surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that old leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old person. The park is like a silent battlefield of an eternal scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsik meteorite. So that's it. So the upshot of the grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Chow back to life, of course. What good would that do now? But we promised Miss Colin and Miss Camilla save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Chow. I've been guided by fate tonight. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go. Then back 4 minutes before your death. Rewind time. So, where are we headed? We're not heading anywhere, Detective. What? There's only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. Oh wait, fuck. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote controlled robot detective. What? Your country use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go through all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell here. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sid likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Smack. Now this is the time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance there somewhere, the possibility of turning the situation around. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yumil's shell. There's an aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsik fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was permanently stopped thanks to the power of Tamsik. His body cycled between the moments of that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Tamsik fragment has been taken away. Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment of the Tamsik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we could go back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. Wow, we're going like back in time. Way back in time. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it, the final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues, and all I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Alright.